Okay, moving on to question 11. The temperature change was negative 26 at 4 a.m. and warm to 10 degrees Celsius at 1 p.m. on the same day. Find the rate of change in temperature between 4 a.m. and 1 p.m. Okay, so the change in temperature is going to be the ending temperature is 10 and the beginning temperature is negative 26. So I can just subtract them. So this will be the same as 10 plus 26, and we get 36 degrees Celsius. That's an increase of 36 degrees, which is pretty dramatic, I would say. The change in time is going to be from 4 a.m. to 12 p.m. is 8 hours. And then from 12 p.m. to 1 p.m. is 1 hour. So the total change in time is just going to be 9 hours. So the rate of change is going to be 36 divided by 9. This will be 4 degrees Celsius per hour. So that will be the answer for question 11. Question 12. If 1 generation ago you had 2 ancestors, 10 generations ago, how many ancestors do you have? So we can make a table. G represents generations and ancestors. A represents ancestors. So 1 generation ago, you have your parents, your mom and dad. So you have 2 ancestors. How about 2 generations ago? 2 generations ago, because each of your parents, your mom and dad, also have a mom and dad. So your grandparents, you will have 4 grandparents. 3, each one of your grandparents also has 2 parents. So you just multiply that by 2. Multiply by 2 again. By 2. So we are starting to see a pattern. This is just 2 to the power of 1 equals to 2. 2 to the power of 2 equals to 4. 2 to the power of 3 equals to 8. 2 to the power of 4 equals to 16. And 2 to the power of 5 equals to 32. So 10 generations ago is going to be 2 to the power of 10. And this will be 1024. So that would be the answer. So 10 generations ago, you will have 1,224 ancestors. That's why I always think that our existence is not random. Because the probability of every single one of us existing and having our own parents, the chance that this happens by random is very, very low. So you see, 10 generations ago, you need 1,024 ancestors to marry each other in order to have you today. Yep, so the answer is just 1024 ancestors. And question 13. Carl had $73 in his checking account. After writing a check for 11 items at the grocery store, his bank balance was negative 37. What was the average cost for each item at the grocery store? So change in math can be represented by this symbol. So I can say that the change in money or the money spent is going to be 73 minus negative 37. Again, it's just a ending minus beginning. I can use ending minus beginning, just negative 37 minus 73. I get negative 110. That means he has spent $110. So the average cost would just be negative 110 divided by 10 because he bought 11 items, sorry. 11 items, so divided by 11. So each item costs $10. $10 per item, right? It's negative because we are spending money, but in the answer, I can just say it costs $10 per items. 14, scuba diver took 24 minutes to reach the ocean floor off Vancouver Island. Her rate of descent was negative 8 meters per minute. After every 4 minutes, she paused for 1 minute to prevent nitrogen buildup. How deep was the ocean floor? Okay. So again, I would just make a table for these kind of problems, just to organize our thinking, just like the ancestor question. So I have depth and time. So for the first 4 minutes, she would have reached 32, just 4 times 8, because every minute she's diving in 8 meters. And then she need to pause for 1 minute, right? So that's for the pause, just to take a short break before diving in again. So the next 4 minutes, another 32 meters. And then she's gonna pause again, right? I'm just gonna PS pause. And then another 4 minutes. She's gonna go in another negative 32. So I just add 32 to get 96. And then 15th minute, she's gonna pause again. Again, 4 minutes. Add another 32, or minus another 32. And then she's gonna pause again. And finally, negative 24 minutes. Or sorry, at the 24 minutes, she's gonna reach the ocean floor. So just need to add 32 more. Is that 160? Yeah. So you can say ocean floor has a depth of 160 meters. And that's it in chapter 2. I'll see you in chapter 3.